Yep. Look at Roger Wilco being scared. Yep. I am not impressed. You were easy to find. You tend to leave a mess wherever you go. So the amount of money you owe is 400 buckazoids. I don't think you've got that kind of cash on you. Well, how do you know? Maybe I've got it back on my ship. Let me go back and grab it for you. So he's going to give us a chance to go away. If we can make it back to our ship before he does, he'll let us live. But, spoiler alert, you can't actually do that. I think I'm going to try and show it off here.
Uh-huh.
What am I going to name this save file? I don't remember.
Run from the evil metal god. So, like, if you try and go back to your ship, I assume that you just get horribly mangled and murdered.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Yeah, I love how messed up this perspective is in here, by the way.
I love how Roger Wilco's also, like, kind of taking his sweet time getting back to his ship.
You know what's awesome? Making part of our character purple and then making the background purple as well. Oh yeah, that thing will kill you if you get too close to it.
Oh yeah, instantly.
I show up at least like 1 or 2 deaths on here. We haven't gotten to them yet, but we will. I think I lost myself for a minute. I got stuck on a bit of scenery I couldn't see.
Well, of course. And, of course, there's no little guy down
Now, I know
there.
it seems like I'm taking a long time to go back, but even if you go straight... I've seen Let's Plays where they go straight to their ship, like, directly in the most, easy way they could.
Uh-huh.
And you still can't make it. It's impossible. It's just an automatic story trigger. Because you're not supposed to go back to your ship. There's somewhere else you have to go.
Are you going back to your ship right now?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to show off what happens if you try to go.
This is totally cool. You make it, right?
Well, I make it to the ship. See? There it... Oop. Bit of fucked up perspective, and now I'm back here. I actually show off the death he does for you twice because you can't get a good... Because I get stuck behind my ship here and you can't really see it. What he does is he actually twists you up. Like that. Yeah. You don't get to see it here. I show it to you a second time, though. So this is what you... Oh. No, this is me showing another bullshit death.
Oh,
I think I'm going to show off a couple of these now. That one in particular.
Oh.
Let's explore this little overhang, shall we?
Uh-huh. Let's explore it.
Maybe there's a useful item for our quest in here. Oh, no!
Gurgle, gurgle.
And there goes your blood.
Oh, my. I like how she's continue bleeding.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood. Hod chow. Okay. Let's see if I actually show off what you have to do this time. Looks like I'm going to. So what'll happen is you have to actually go directly to your left.
Mm-hmm.
And not get caught on the scenery. Or maybe it's just a game bugging, I don't know. But you have to go in here, and you see he's chasing you. And if he catches you, he will kill you. I'm trying to think if I show off the one... Because I know there's bullshit that happens here if you do the wrong thing.
Push button is not on there.
No, push button is. I just spelled it P-U-H-S. I misspelled it. Because, again, there's like a 2-second delay between you touching the keyboard and it actually registering on the game. So I'm really glad I wasn't playing Space Quest 1 or 2 because that relied on typing fast. And typing fast when the keyboard is not responsive...
is great!
Yeah, it's kind of sucky.
Let me guess, you can fall into those gears and you can round up into paste.
You can.
Are you going to show that?
I don't believe so. I think I show another bit of bullshit that happens. Because what you have to do... See that little pulley right there?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Nope, I do. I do actually walk in. I forgot about that. Yeah, we've seen that one already. Thanks, Sierra. And then... I hope I cut this out. Yeah. This is me coming back up.
Alright.
So... What you're supposed to do, that pulley up there, the back pulley, you're supposed to push it when... And you have to time this, too.
Oh, jeez.
This is all a timing thing. You have to push it and time it so that when the Terminator is right next to those gears, and then he gets ground up in the gears. And I'm very careful this time not to let that happen to me, because I don't want to have to fucking walk back again. Now, I very specifically do it this way. I see you, Wilco. I very specifically do it this way. And you'll see why. Because you think, oh yeah, I'm going to push this pulley into him and it doesn't really matter. But if you're not paying attention, hang on. Come on, Ben. Come on, past Ben. Hurry up. This is what happens. It goes the wrong way. And he gets us again, and watch it. Watch it. You get a better view this time. Look, he just lifts him up like a little noodle. And he got the little bulgy eyes. Nah, I don't remember if I saved it here, but I think I cut it out anyway, yeah. So I cut out all that, and I just go straight back to me here. And this time, it works. Fun little sound effect, right? Interesting fact, that little sound effect was the sound of all plot leaving the game. Because now the Terminator is dead, and that was the only plot hook we had.
Yeah. So now we got this guy.
So now what do? Well...
Search body?
Well, yeah, we're going to search his body because he has a belt on it. Well, we're not going to search his body, just... I know he has a belt on him. I tried to use the Oret that I have. Yeah. And you have to be, like, in that specific square to actually take it. Because as you can see, it said, you're not close enough to take it. Oh, yeah, then he comes up. I forgot he did that. Ha 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 ha! Never liked the Terminator series. Let's lampshade the fact that we're referencing something that once again is better than we are. Okay, so like I said, there is now officially no plot in the game, so we're just gonna dick around.
So we got a helm, we got a belt.
Yep, and we're not even halfway through the recording yet, and all plot is gone.
How did people ever?
A venomous squirrel. Okay, I did show this death off. I wondered if I did. Or wait, no, I don't.
Oh wait, I'm back for more.
Why did I not cut this out? I don't even know.
What are you trying to do?
Screw you, past Ben. Don't be lazy. Cut up more stuff. I think I just couldn't be arsed because it wasn't that much footage, and I just like fuck it.
All right, so now that he's dead. Like, we are... Like, this is no longer a game. Like, there's no real thing to do anything. It's
well, that was like Space Quest game. And here's the thing I always say about, like, old-style adventure games. Like, when they actually had a decent quest to them, that was what made it... Like, because you couldn't do gameplay, because it was all just text pass and, like, rub a thing on another thing. So story was what they were really good at. Monkey Island proved that. They had really good story, interesting characters, and they were really fun to play. But when they didn't have adventure or, like, a quest or anything akin to a goal, like, how are you supposed to solve the puzzles in them? Because you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing. You just kind of had to bumble your way around and hope you eventually clicked on the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
So we're going to scan and see if there's anything else nearby. And there is. There's a hamburger place. So we're going to go and get ourselves a hamburger.
Why?
Because it's there! That is our quest right now. We're going to go and get some food because we're hungry.
Oh, my word.
Yep, off he goes. What?
Approaching up.
Oh, I think it just goes automatically. Oh, look! That's a thing you recognize!
Starship Enterprise?
Yes, enjoy it, you sheep. Hate it when... Like, I seriously hate it when games do that. They have no cleverness or ingenuity of their own, so they just reference
This is
the thing you
actually, like,
recognize.
really not clever at all, and really, like, the laziest type of storytelling and, like, pop culture references.
That was Sierra Games and enough. In fact, there was only, like, one good Space Quest game that I can think of, and that was Space Quest 6. Because Space Quest... This game, as bad as this game is, Space Quest 4 was another fucking train wreck.
I remember... I think I played 1 and 2. Was 2 the one where you like gambled and had to make enough money for the
Yes.
ship? And like if you bought the most expensive ship, it exploded, and the first one exploded, you had to buy the middle one?
Yep. So now we're gonna go buy a burger from this weird looking alien guy. Oh, and see if you can tell the funny thing they did in this scene.
He's
We actually have to produce an order. Yeah, shut up, Sierra. Fuck you. I think we have to. You look menu. So we're gonna get ourselves, I think, the monolith fun meal.
okay. You buy a monolith fun meal.
Oh look, both our options are yes.
Yes.
Yes, and you know it was funny because your only option was yes. Also, you can come here first because it only takes $7 as always, and you can grab that from under the seat. You don't need to sell your little ore thing. So yep, he's gonna make us food. We're gonna take our food.
If you buy the wrong thing, you eat it. Do you die?
I don't know. I don't think you can buy anything other than.
I can't handle this. I'm going to get a cheese stick. I hate you, Sierra.
While Chris is filling here, I'll just kind of fill you in. There's a special little fun thing coming up, by which I mean not fun at all. Because he's going to eat this stupid little thing. We're going to watch him like guzzle it down, enjoy that animation, we'll never see it again. And inside, he's going to find a special decoder ring. What do you think we do with the decoder ring?
Is it going to be used something later?
Well, yes, but not as later as you... It's actually pretty close coming, because you have to... It's actually not necessarily crucial, but it's how you're supposed to get the next part of your quest. Yes, we know it was shit, but we have a decoder ring. So now, the next step in our quest, we've eaten our meal, we have nothing left to do, so what do?
Play a video game.
How would you guess? It's called Astro Chicken, and it's basically Lunar Lander, but more shit. And this is, again, in order to get your quest, or anything akin to it, you have to play this game. Oh yes, it controls like freaking... If you don't start like fairly close to the center of the map, you have no chance. See? Oh, and you bounce off if you approach it too fast. See?
You have to like land it, the chicken on there?
Basically. It controls even worse than it looks like it controls.
This is looking really bad. You're really struggling here, Ben.
Yep, and I'm out of feed now, so I'm just gonna crash and die. Game over. Now, best part, you have to play it to a certain point. What do you think determines when you get to stop? Okay, but that was a cut. That was like a 20-minute cut.
You have to play it for 20 minutes?
Yep. Not even win, just play for 20 minutes straight. Oh yeah, and once you get the coded message, it doesn't even tell you what it says. It gives you the code, and it makes you decode it. To which I said, fuck that shit, I cannot be arsed. And I just kind of went on my merry way. It assumes you actually understood it anyway. Like, as long as you get there and use a decoder ring, it assumes that Roderick Loco knows what he's supposed to do.
You have to play it for 20 minutes?
20 agonizing, excruciating minutes. And again, it doesn't matter how many times you win or lose, as long as you play for 20 minutes straight. Then it brings up that message. Oh, and if you don't get the decoder ring up in time with the correct command, and I think you got like a 10-second window, it closes and you have to play it again for another 20 minutes. It's fucking brutal.
Is one of the circles of hell, I'm pretty sure, is you are the protagonist
in a Space Quest
game?
It is
Sierra Adventure game.
Okay, I actually am looking up the message right now. I'll tell you what it says, because it's going to be what drives us from here on out. It's gonna... So it's gonna say, help us, we are being held captive by Scumsoft on the small moon of Pestilon. An impenetrable force field surrounds the moon and must first be deactivated. Its origin is unknown to us. Scumsoft security is armed with jello pistols. We're counting on you, whoever you are. Signed, 2 guys in trouble.
Why is that in the game? Like, this is...
Well, yeah, and there's no way, because he sees that message, he's like, I'm gonna go save those 2 guys! No reason to do so. No way of knowing whether or not that message is current or how long ago. Like, it could have been left 100 years ago. They could all be dead by now. Like, we have no way of knowing it. We're gonna fucking go anyway.
The most absurd thing about all this is that in the future, there'll still be arcade machines.
Yeah, with a really shitty game that you have to play. That's like Lunar Lander, but worse. And the funny thing is, even if you don't play that game, you can still go to this planet. Because you have to go there, so whether or not you play the game, if you go... And the best part, if you go there without having played the game, he'll still do the same things he would. And the reason for doing so is fucking asinine. But, here we go. We're gonna see the actual story script that they want you to see. So, Lightspeed on to Pestulon. And we're getting close to sort of the bullshit singularity now, because this is where all, like, the worst... This planet has some of, like, the worst things that happen in the game. Other than 1 bit near the very end. Well, 2 bits, I guess, if you count the final battle. Yeah. We just have to wait, because it takes a little while for it to process. I don't know why, but we just fucking do.
Yay, we're on another planet. Yay. Sierra Gaming HQ.
Yep. Mighty Wump, you set the aluminum mallard down on the surface of Ortega.
Yeah. Good job, Roger Wilco. You're just a genius. You're so good. Alright, what's it this time?
I think I remember what it's going to be. But let's see what I type. Blame global warming. That's not what I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be something involving fire because this planet is like excruciatingly hot. We're going to go explore it anyway.
Do you have to put on the underwear first?
The underwear? Yes, you're supposed to put on the underwear first. But let's see what happens if you don't. Yep, that's the one warning you get, that you'll burn to death on the planet. And you only have to go like 2 screens, I think it is, and like a little bit into the like the 3rd screen.
Before
and right about here. And disintegrate.
Jeez.
That's not even the worst one. We're gonna see, in my opinion, the worst death in the game in like about 30 seconds.
The one where you got like shredded in the chair and basically it was just like a pile of meat with fluid leaking out of it.
That was bad. That was the second worst death in the game. We're about to see the worst. This is the one that haunted my nightmares for a while when I was like 10. Because I actually did get to this point when I was 10, or rather me and like 3 other people did. We spent so long playing this game during the day, like when rather than go out to recess, we'd stay in and play like the Space Quest games. So we saved the game and we're gonna oh no! Wait for it, wait for it.
Oh jeez.
Is that or is that not fucking horrifying?
I love how he's like trying to scream and get out, like ah! It's like a Ark of the Covenant style. You're like ah!
Yep, Nazi face melting, everything just kind of boiling into. You can't actually fall down there if you stay on long enough, but I do not demonstrate that death. Now, this is one of the biggest bullshit points in the game to me. I say one of, because, we need to go down there, we need to figure out what's going on. So let's go down and check on it as the game kind of slows down and gets all sluggish on me. Remember those J-Lo guns I mentioned?
Uh-huh.
Yep. You blunder your way within range of the pirate's J-Lo gun, and now you're... Yes, haha, Sierra. Funny. So... And I think I cut out the walk back because I had saved it earlier. Now, here's the best part.
This is a text adventure.
Yeah, fuck you, Sierra. This is totally... Because, like, if this was a text adventure, you could just type in wait. But because it's not, apparently, you have to actually physically wait a full minute for them to walk away. That is the puzzle.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, and there they go. And it's fucking terrible, because this is a freaking, like, you don't expect time to be a thing in these games.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's just so far removed from reality, you're just like, oh, well, I can just, like, you know, I can sit here forever and nothing's going to happen. But not in this one case. And it's the only time in the game where that happens. And I know what you're thinking. I mentioned earlier you can speed up Sierra games. That wouldn't have helped it. It would have still made you wait a full minute of real time. I don't think I could figure out the... Oh, no, wait. I think I do eventually. At some point here, I'll put in the right command, because...
Eat.
Yeah, use telescope. Don't freaking patronize me, Sierra. I know how fucking telescope works.
Eat batteries.
I need to go... At some point here, I'm close enough. It takes me like 4 tries to get on the right side of it. Now, that's the thing we're supposed to blow up. And we'll read here, discover the force field generator. That moon must be Pestilon. So we know what we're doing here because we decoded the thing. If you hadn't, all he says, and I kid you not, he's like, wow, that looks like a big, expensive piece of machinery. I bet someone would be angry if we blew it up. And then you go and blow it up with no purpose for doing so. You could do that. That's a thing.
I love you, Sierra.
See, too many games these days like fucking handhold you.
And my word! Oh yeah, like, but there's a difference. There is a take detonator. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it gonna kill you? Please tell me it's gonna kill you.
Not yet.
Oh, so but like, there's a big difference between like games like this, where like the original Fallout game, like there was some direction and stuff, but like they really didn't handhold you on a lot of things, and they expect you to make like kind of leaps in logic of certain things and find things out. But it's not like this. This is a completely illogical like landscape that makes no sense whatsoever. It's impossible to figure out like what to do. Like 2 + 2 = 9 billion. Like this doesn't make any sense.
Right. Well, like we just picked up that pole. Answer me this: why did we pick up that pole? I'll tell you why I picked up that pole. We're gonna pole vault with it later.
Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Like in Fallout, it's like, oh, you get to a place, like, and how are we gonna get down there? Do you have a rope? Well, of course you're gonna use a rope to get down there. It's not like you need to pick up, this because later you're gonna need a pole vault with it. That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, like finding random things you have no purpose of picking up. Like in Future Wars. Future Wars has one of like the worst bullshit things of that whole of adventure I've ever seen, because at one point really early on, there's you have to go back in time in a time machine. And you have no idea what it is, but as you go, there's a stack, you have to put a stack of papers into the machine before you use it, and it'll print out a different stack of papers. And if you don't pick up that, like do that and print out the stack of papers and take up the second stack of papers, if you don't do that and take it with you, then about an hour later in the game, you will be killed with no way out, and there's no way to go back once you've gone in the machine. Doesn't tell you that, and you have no reason in game to do it, but fuck you if you don't. Like shit like that, and that's why these games, even though a lot of people are like nostalgic for the point and click adventure, I think there's a reason that most of them died out.
Yeah, because they're terrible. Like there were some point and click adventures. Like there was
well, the LucasArts ones famously.
Yeah, LucasArts ones were pretty good.
Monkey Islands were really good.
There's one like during like the mid '90s they actually became really good. I bought one. It was called it was like a point and click your game called, I think it was called Sanitarium, where basically you play
sounds familiar.
A guy with like an insane asylum, but like spoiler alert, this is over like 30 years old or 20 years old. But basically like you're playing, like you go to these different places and like he's kind of insane. You don't know what's going on, but at the end you find out like it's all like in his head.
Yep.
Like you're playing like in his head. It was a really cool game, a really fun game, and it was like a point and click adventure. And like, but things made like logical, like kind of leaps.
All right.
And it like and not like this. And it was and like. This just reminds me of like somebody who like makes like really bad jokes, but like
that was me blowing up the force field generator.
By what? By putting the
by dropping the detonator into it.
Yeah, making like really bad jokes, but like really thinking they're funny. Like really like this is hard. This stuff's hilarious.
Manhunter was notorious for that. Every time you died in Manhunter, it would show the 3 developers in like cloaks making fun of you. And you die in that game a lot.
You can't.
I'm trying to climb the ladder, and I end up, like, falling off. Yeah, I think I cut out that death. Actually, maybe I leave it in. Because at one point here, I sort of had a little bit of a freak out and punched the table.
Is that what you did?
Basically. And then I fell down and died. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh,
And now I'm back. I cut out the entire bit coming back here.
Well, we're 423 out of 738, so we're halfway there. Like we're doing okay. Like I haven't.
Yeah, it gets a bit faster from here. And I think let me look here.
I haven't drank this cup of bleach that I'm holding right here. That's like kind of brimming over.
Yeah.
That
We're at almost an hour,
sitting,
so it'll go a little bit faster from here on out.
Yeah.
But no, like there were good point and clicks. Like a lot of the LucasArts.
Yeah.
Like Monkey Islands were good.
Yeah,
he also had Grim Fandango, which was really good because of the characters in it. I love the characters.
Yeah, and that was I think that came out at the same time as like Sanitarium. That was like mid '90s, was it? Like mid to early '90s. That was like the crest right before like kind of those games became unpopular.
And they actually had a legitimate sense of humor in that game.
Yeah, yeah. They were actually like funny. Like Monkey Island was kind of, I remember, actually being rather funny. Like, in like a wink and a nod kind of a way. Not like this, we're like, you stupid piece of garbage.
We're going to reference things that are funnier than we are. I think I'd die again right here and cut it out, but because I fall off of something. Oh, well. But yeah, like, what was it? That was good. Day of the Tentacles, Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders.
Oh,
Those were all, like, really, really good games. I mean, granted, LucasArts made its fair share of crappy games, like Full Throttle, which had a couple point and clicks that were kind of interesting, but then it had those stupid action sequences on the motorcycle that were just terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. What was that, like the Cosmic Gender Bender one? Something on the Cosmic Gender Bender. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that one.
I remember it being pretty terrible. I don't remember much about it, though. I don't even remember the name. I just remember it was one of the LucasArts games that was, like, bad.
Oh, this is where you use the pole?
Yep, we're going to pole vault. Grim determination, our brow furrows. And we walk onto there. And we get a 9.5. You like to try that again, your pole seems to have fallen into the lava below. I think if you don't actually get out of here fast enough, the planet will explode and you'll die.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
I mean, it gives you quite a bit of time to do it, but... Yeah.
So, alright, so... you get rid of that force field, so you get on your ship and you leave now, and you win?
We go to the moon of Pestilon. That was the whole... The force field was guarding... It's kind of like how Star Wars had the moon of Endor guarding its Death Star. And
yeah.
Yeah, reference. This is a thing you like.
Yeah.
This is actually mostly Star Wars references, more so than anything else, but there are other references in here as well. Like, the absolute worst one is, like, the way that it ends and some of the other things that it does.
Oh, God. I can't wait. I'm so excited for this to end.
And the thing is, you remember, like, the Aster Chicken one, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the less... Because there are more action sequences, and that was actually not so bad by comparison to the other ones, because you can skip that one. The remaining action sequences you can't skip, and there's, like, 3 of them.
Oh, jeez.
And again, they're plot critical. Another minor stroke.
And
or maybe just me reading the walkthrough.
So you need to go to the planet Pestilon.
We need to go to the moon. We were just on the planet Pestilon. We need to go to the moon of Pestilon. And you have to scan the entire galaxy to get back to just before where you were.
Of course.
Because Sierra felt the game hadn't been padded out quite enough yet. There it is. Pestilon. Or Pestilon Moon, or something.
Of course, you have to play this every time.
This I don't mind. Again, the little bit where it shows you kind of going places is fine. It's just all the other stuff, like all the other drawn-out bullshit is... I'm getting angry all over again. Like, this was even worse to play through than it was to watch, especially because there's large chunks of it I edited out.
Like, were you just, like, frustrated?
This was actually the second attempt I did at recording. Not because the first attempt fucked up technically, but because I just got so sick of the first time I ended up rage quitting.
Oh.
I can only imagine how bad some of like the Delphi games would be trying to go back, because those action sequences were ass.
I hate terrible interfaces.
Yep, that's me getting angry because I screwed up. I think I cut out me trying to fucking look up where Pestilon was, or get to Pestilon, or do something.
Oh, so now you gotta go rescue these guys, right?
Yep. Now, do you remember the invisibility belt we took from Terminator way back?
Yeah.
It's about to get its one and only use.
Like,
That's Scumsoft, the evil video game company that is holding these two brilliant video game designers hostage because they're jealous of them or something.
Are you serious? Is that what this is?
Yep. This is Sierra poking fun at other video game companies.
Oh my word! You know what this has been? This is me unrolling my watch garrote that I'm going to use to strand you to death. Because
It's not my fault. I didn't make the damn game. So we are now invisible.
Oh, goodness,
and
my goodness.
we just have to sit here and wait for like a minute until it comes up with a prompt to actually go in. I don't know why. There we go. Decision time. You can either stay there, return to the ship, or enter Scumsoft. If you don't enter right immediately and go straight in, the belt runs out of juice. You can never use it again. Game over. Yep, and you have to go basically straight down there, and then it just depowers and is useless.